There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and extend that. And then some of this. And this. Okay.
Extra haste.
I'm sure you have haste over there. But maybe there's like one corner where it's not really there. Also, you don't have much fruit left here, Ender.
Okay, I'll flavor my. Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh, that's
Wait,
the wall.
no.
That's the wall. Whoops.
It just starts digging.
I thought I was in a hole. Well, I guess I am, but
Yeah,
my bad.
it's okay. I just see you in the corner of my eye, just turn your head towards the wall with your pick in your hand, and I was like,
I was ready to go. I got that sound physics mod again, and it's very echoey in this cavern crevice hole.
oh yeah, the source is gonna sound crazy once it's done.
Probably should have thought about bringing shulker boxes too.
I got a few empty ones. I'm just eating the XP right now. No. Well, hi, Omega.
Hello. None of us have shulker boxes in it.
Well, I should probably ping to
Meeting.
meeting.
I think this will be a pretty slow meeting.
I don't know. Probably because I didn't announce it until this morning.
So with the XP rain, is that based on tick speed?
Tick speed doesn't affect it.
Oh, alright.
Ah,
Hello.
Hi,
Needle.
Needle.
Hi, Needle.
Hi.
This is good for my farms too.
Good for your farms.
Yeah, the farms outside the source.
What is the XP rain?
No, just us being around.
Oh. I guess so. The squid farm is probably not gonna work though, right now.
Oh no, Squid Farm's too far away, but I was talking about like the villager wheat farms and my new cactus farm.
Yeah.
I've been promising myself I was going to come to the source for weeks now. I'm at source.
It's come up the last
Thank
couple
you.
meetings too.
I appreciate it.
I even donated a whole bunch of empty shulkers, and I left a whole bunch of them at Town Hall. I'm gonna fill as many as I can and transport stuff back.
I think if we get a few more people and we spend a good amount of time on it tonight, we could probably get this all down to deep slate at least.
Yeah, if you want to take down the other stuff, yeah. The other stuff just melts like butter if you have a good pack. I mean, seriously. It's the deep slate that's actually taking me longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I think we should actually set up TNT tubers for.
'Cause this is a grind down here.
Oh, y'all might want to be careful. There's a pillager party in the that amethyst cluster.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to hang out down there. I don't know why.
They spawn up on the lip and they somehow get down there.
I don't know. I would see them
Yeah.
a lot when I was working on that corner originally.
They like the corner.
I don't. You know they're bad boys.
Yes. Oh boy. You know how sometimes if you look like in a deep empty hole in Minecraft, your frames just drop?
Yeah.
The source is starting to do that to me.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that too.
There's a lot of stuff going on, I won't lie, as far as that goes. Like, inside, like, the walls and stuff like that, too. Like, there's a good sizable cave right where I am right now. And, like, it's just full of dripstone, so there's all the particles of the dripstone and...
Oh, yeah.
Everything else.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah. How do I hear a zombie? You should be going, buddy.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to spawn.
Wood for chests, Ender?
Yes, I do. Give me... do I have them on me? Oh. 1 second. Need to go get it. Eat.
I have enough shulker halves for 19 boxes.
I left 2 boxes I found upstairs in one of the boxes as well. Find that, by all means. Hello?
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 It's a Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Okay. Now I can hear.
Hey, hi.
Hello.
So you should be able to hear both of us through only my mic. Perfect.
I can hear both of you. Yep.
Yeah!
Okay. How are you guys doing?
Good, we're digging at the source to get started.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, fair enough.
Noise.
I'm just gonna recharge my tools and then take a warp
Well,
boat.
you guys are doing that. I'm gonna keep working on this Poke Center.
Got it.
That's looking really good, by the way.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm excited to see the progress.
Me too, to be honest. Even though I'm looking at it. Although I might take a break and come help dig out the sword, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Something different to do.
Because I've been doing this damn Poke Center for the last several days. And, ooh, it's getting there. It's getting there. Slowly but surely, it's getting there.
Yeah, unfortunately with the casino, all of the materials required have too high of a import tax at the moment. So we have slight
Oh, yeah.
delays on the project. Hoping
AKA
to
the
continue
man's as lazy
development
as
soon.
fuck.
No. There's shipping delays. It's a thing.
Yeah. There was an issue in the supply chain, right?
Exactly. The mod
Everything's
said
tied
so.
up in everything's tied up in California right now. It'll be
It's
weeks
called
until
laziness.
We're just waiting for customs
It's
to process
called
this.
inflation.
Called laziness.
It's called
Customs hasn't approved it yet.
Eep ate a few too many of the courier gnomes.
They all went on strike.
I turned off mob spawning.
There's
Oh,
no
no.
mobs, man.
Oh,
But
no,
there's
Lonnie.
XP in the sky, Alani. Come here and run around.
There's no moves.
Play enough.
Come where other people are. There's lots of XP.
That's why
over
it's
there.
broken.
I did not.
Ugh. Eh.
I should make a green netherite set that's just for working with villagers. Because they have
Ugh.
My pick is actually healing faster than I can mine with it.
Yeah. It'll recover at a reasonable pace.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
I can hear you. Considering it's to bedrock, right, Panda?
Yes. All down.
All the way down.
All down. Yes.
All down. All the way down. How low can you go?
If anyone needs a god pick, I have extra.
Can I get a teleport over there?
There should be one more fruit.
Grab an Epo fruit.
If you're anywhere near World Hall.
Or, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Epo, you want to help me for a second?
Yeah, what do you need help with?
Murdering the pillagers.
I can help with that.
Epo, are we all meeting somewhere after the
I guess
product that you guys are doing, or will you be sending those charms by wire?
Oh. Let me do that.
I'm just
Actually, I don't need help.
No,
There's
I'm
only
kidding.
I
two
appreciate
of
the
us.
reminder.
I know that we like to meet like in like the middle mushroom.
We're just meeting at the source right now. It's just kind of happened,
technology
but I
story.
genuinely forgot that I was doing the charms for being at meetings, so thank you for the reminder.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
Does milk help with bad omen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can someone drop me a milk bucket?
Milk is the only way to get rid of bad omen.
I don't want to get too close to my village.
No, other than 40 minutes. Oh yes, a raid in the source. Yes.
A raid in the source. That'd be so fun.
No, it'd be a raid around the carts outside.
Ah, never mind.
We've
Not
killed
so
them
fun.
all already.
Yeah, there's only two. I'm in the corner here. I need a milk bucket.
I don't have a milk bucket.
I got
Are
a bucket
you?
if you can find a cow.
Alright, I'll find a cow.
There's cows toward Soul's place if you have to go that far.
I'm sure Ender has cows somewhere.
Oh yeah, I have cows in the pit. The iron golem
In the
pit.
pit.
Yeah. I just have like a cow pit, a pig pit, rabbit pit. I don't have a chicken
Brad
pit.
Oh, what's Accelerate doing here?
No, the golem pit, it was the cow pit, but now there's like 20 golems in there. I don't know why. They just like to go into the pit.
Where's the cow pit relative to the pig pit?
Diagonal, like in front of it. Like further away from the source.
Oh, I hear
In
them.
between, yeah,
Oh,
it's like
there's
in
golems
between.
in them.
Yeah.
Milk a golem. Some iron milk.
Cow golem.
Mushroom cow. Golem cow.
I took a sip.
It's fine.
Ew, cooties.
There's no wire fee, right, for these?
What?
Mm.
No,
Sure.
it's stuck in claims though, so you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
Shit. God damn, I gotta take the whole day off going to cuss. Can't afford it right now with the, yeah.
Damn it. But while you're there, don't forget to pick up your stuff that's already there.
Hell yeah, Charm City. You know this is gonna go into like a community keep inventory too, so
Nice.
Sure.
I mean
Why not, right?
yeah.
Whoa,
Whoa.
nothing.
That doesn't seem suspicious.
That's not, no, yeah, no,
Don't be
suspicious
suspicious.
whatsoever.
Don't be
Be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Bonnie's very suspicious.
That's
I mean,
pretty
it's a
much my
source, you can
go-to
be
response anytime anybody says anything, any of the words suspicious, and that's every single time.
Don't be sussy.
No.
What'd you
When
do?
you mean to press minimize.
And you hit N.
Not.
I'm glad it was just
Game.
that.
True, true.
He just is like, did he just dip on us? Like,
Yeah, fuck you, law. I got my charm. Peace. See you later. No, but seriously, have a good night, guys. No, I'm kidding. Oh, fuck. You sound like I'm funny. I know you don't. I'm trying to get my Excel spreadsheet up because I'm working with villagers.
Oh yeah.
I'd die
It's like
if I didn't have Excel. Oh my god, man, too much math to do in one time. Shroomhearth project, here we go. Oh, lovely.
I don't have spreadsheets, but I do have like maybe a stack of sticky notes.
Seriously. 64 sticky notes? Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
A stack of stick.
I don't have any spreadsheets for Minecraft, but for other games.
Yeah.
No,
I would
I
say-
usually always have spreadsheets.
The only games I've ever had spreadsheets for are Minecraft, Rocket League, and New World. Those are the only three.
Yeah.
I would say I don't have spreadsheets for Minecraft, but that is a lie. I have the enchantment, OP enchantment spreadsheet of how you're supposed to put the books together to like make the best OP.
Maximize.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have
which
flowchart for
don't
that.
work.
Well,
Anymore
see,
now.
the Excel spreadsheet for Rocket League was just like different training packs. And like I technically made that, but it wasn't that interesting. The one for New World was actually really good because there was all these like crafting systems, and there was so much math in it all. Because it's like an MMORPG, right?
It is an MMORPG.
And I never played a game like that before, so having to do all those like different like craft stacking, if that makes sense. So like to craft one thing, to craft the next, to craft the next, right?
Oh.
Like all that cumulative math, I just couldn't do in my head.
It's like
I
that
thought about
for,
going back to New World for a hot minute. but
Well, like for example, right? If I wanted to make like 64 like I don't know, swords, right? It would like break down how much exact like ingots I need, or wood and everything else, right? It would show me all the base material.
Yeah, that sounds useful.
I did the math
and it
for
was
the
interactive
Blackstone.
because I did actual like Excel calculations and stuff. Like, thankfully, it did.
Yeah. The most math I've done is the math for the blackstone I need in the source, and it would make you cry.
Oh. Oh,
4 million, I think, around there.
Jesus.
What?
It's a
Yeah.
good thing there's a
Holy
bartering
shit.
farm.
Yeah, to make this all blackstone all the way down with the pillar in the center, which is there's supposed to be a pillar in the center. 4 million blackstone.
Okay.
Thank God for generators.
That too.
I don't think I'm going to do the pillar in the center because that's an added 1.5 million.
Oh my.
I said, thank God for generators. But
I
once
think I
it's
might-
banned,
I
I went to
struggle with
Blackstone.
Light Medica is the fact that sometimes the blocks look like they're there and they're not actually there. So then I drop through things and I get reminded.
I do that
Yep.
every single time.
All the time.
Without fail.
Every single time. Yep.
It's very
Veg will say the same thing.
No matter how much you use it.
Yep. It will happen.
Can't you
Again,
turn down
and
your transparency? On
You can. You can
Yeah.
turn down the opacity.
Yeah.
it will help.
But to be honest, I still do it with the opacity turned down.
I do it regardless. Sometimes I'll punch the block to make sure it's there. That's how like untrustworthy I am of Lightmatica at this point.
Oh my god, yeah. When I used to use Lightmatica, I that's what I used to do was just punch the block to make sure it's there.
I don't see particles, it's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of punching the blocks, I've gotten in the habit of turning Lightmatica on and off with the hotkey.
Oh, that would work too, yeah. Oh,
but-
I just move the layers up and down.
Oh yeah.
that too.
I
Or
still
look in
fall
the
through
top
though.
corner to see if the blocks match or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, the only thing for the source that I'm gonna actually be like not gonna Lightmatica it, but I'm gonna plan it is the staircase down. The ramp
Massive.
thing. Yeah. I just need to see how it's gonna like go down like every couple blocks.
Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. But I guess if you're trying to get it to stop at a certain location, it'll be tricky. But otherwise,
it doesn't
you
really
can
matter.
just-
It's just- The way I'm building the source is shrug.
one shrug at a time.
Yep.
You'd say it's a real struggle.
Ah.
That's, really
That's good. I like that. I'd use that again.
You'd have to use it once first.
It's kind of like what's going on with work. But
God.
all right, I said I wouldn't talk about it.
You can talk about it if you want
No,
to. That's you.
I had to use that. It's too good.
Sometimes you just gotta take a jab at work. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Bye, Coco.
Not too much on stream.
That's fair.
No. Indeed.
Indubitably.
Hello, doggo.
Huh?
Doggo.
Pogo?
Doggo. I am dog sitting.
Oh, I got confused. I was like, there's a dog in the source.
That would be interesting, yes. Like, how did he get down here?
I would not trust the dog.
Nope.
If you find a dog in a place where dogs shouldn't be, don't trust the dog.
Dogs definitely should
really-
not be in the source.
Dogs should never not be in the source.
It's not safe for dogs. Not safe for anyone, really. To be frank.
I know I've almost fallen in these holes that go all the way down to bedrock like 3 or 4 times now.
It's not even safe for withers here.
Oh, definitely not for withers. I'm shooting another wither.
There's so much blood on the bedrock already.
As if multiple people have died on the bottom.
Oh, I was confused what your wings were for a second, Omega, because they're so bright. I forgot about the glowing thing.
Yep.
Glowing thing?
Mm-hmm.
There's a glowing thing now?
You have to
Yeah.
install a client mod, but there's like armor trims and patterns for Elytra.
Oh, cool.
Very. Some tough.
Oh yeah, we'll totally get to Deep Slate today. Speaking of dogs, I don't know if I told you guys, but Apollo had surgery recently.
No.
Yes. Nothing like too serious. He had to get a couple of his teeth removed, his bottom
Aw.
teeth, because they were like really
Yeah.
loose and starting to get infected and stuff.
Yeah, it's not good.
And also some of his like fatty tumors. We got those
Yeah.
cut out too.
What,
And
them
he
little
did
guys?
great, but he's not happy with the recovery.
Oh no.
Because he's got to wear like a onesie, so it doesn't get out of stitches, and
Yeah.
he can't have any of his toys because his teeth are still sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
And he
really
can't have
upset
ice
by
cream.
that.
No, he can't have ice cream either.
He's eating strictly soft food too. Oh,
Or the crunchy stuff. My dog's love the soft stuff, so I mean.
oh yeah, he loves the soft stuff way more than the crunchy stuff. So I guess that's one good thing he gets out of this.
Soft serve.
Soft serve.
Not quite, but that's funny.
We sell the puppy ice cream in the store now, and on more than one occasion, I've had to tell people that's not for humans, that's for dogs.
What's it made of?
It's basically like there's a few flavors. There's like bacon and cheese flavor. There's like peanut butter flavor, which I guess technically humans could eat. But like, why?
Yeah.
It's called Frosty Paws.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it last week, Panda. If we have it back in stock, that's really good news.
Oh, I didn't check today, but
Yeah. I wanted to get it for my watch here. So we could have something when it's really hot those few days.
oh yeah, it was a little hot today, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Hotter than it was the last couple days.
Yeah.
To the point where I forgot about the heat, and then I was like, I'm dying.
Am I dying? Oh, it's hot.
I gotta say, like 2 or 3 days ago, I had the best sleep ever. The day that it was like super cold.
Oh, so nice.
Oh my god, I literally just slept so. I'm like, I want to move to Maine. I don't want the heat.
That don't sound too bad. I wouldn't mind moving there. It
It's a
rains
beautiful
a lot.
place.
Were you on
Very
vacation or
expensive.
something, or on a trip?
It's very expensive if you go to the coast, but if you go to the middle of nowhere, it's not.
Very sensitive, you said?
It's expensive.
Oh, expensive. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Coastals is just super expensive,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll literally pay you. They will pay you to go live in some random teeny tiny town just to have a population.
I'd be into that. In the middle of nowhere. Nobody bothering me.
Yeah. I was up by
Homesteading.
the Canadian border, and there's this little town up there, and there was literally a sign that was like, "Are you an RN or registered RN or whatever? Like, we will pay you to live here, please."
Bad boy says I'll come bother you. And I'm
It's
okay
like
with
the
that,
clinic-
bad boy. You're allowed
It's
to.
like,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's going on there?
Sound like off with his head or something.
off
Off
with
the
it.
bed.
Oh, off
Oh,
the bed.
off
with
the
his
bed.
head.
Between the parts.
Fuck's sake.
But yeah, they'll
Alice
literally
is in
pay you to like go
Shroomhearth
out
now?
there.
How much?
What's up?
How much are we talking? Okay.
Oh, how much?
Yeah. It could be
didn't
$10. I'll move there.
say. It didn't say, but it did say that living expenses taken care of.
This is
So
starting
I
to
guess
sound
they-
like really sketchy, honestly.
They just need an RN real bad.
No,
I guess.
sometimes some places will do that. Like they'll they'll full on pay for somebody to move there.
Yeah.
If they're in such dire need, they will pay for everything.
Well, especially a medical professional.
Yeah. Especially medical
Yeah.
professionals.
Yeah, the closest hospital was, as the local put it, it's quicker to just get the helicopter ride and pay like $60K. Because if you're in an emergency and you need to get to the hospital, it's literally like
That's the only
4
way you're getting
hours
out.
away.
That's the
Yeah,
only way you're getting out, yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of places there that you can only get in and out through a helicopter. They have their own personal helipad.
Come on. You're good at this. You're good at Spleef. Who would have thought? Damn.
How old do you think I am?
I was
Not
born
a question
for
about
Spleef.
age. I just didn't know you played, like, I don't know. Seems like you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either. I'm just playing good because I'm terrified.
Oh, I see. You got the adrenaline rush.
I remember when Spleef was so, like, the biggest game to play.
This is a very young question to ask. What actually is Spleef?
What?
I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely cultured. I just don't know what this is.
Am I gonna have to build Spleef in the source?
We
I
should.
think that it would have been done by now.
Hold on.
if that's how-
Do you know what this is? Laura, back me.
Oh,
You know
I
what this
wonder.
is? Laura doesn't know what it is. I'm shouting her out. She's currently whispering. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't know what
Okay.
it is.
To be fair,
Alright.
I think it's
Lost Throne.
it has kind of died out in modern Minecraft because there's a lot more things you can make games out of nowadays.
Yeah.
Spleef.
Okay, so basically what would happen was you'd have a layer of snow blocks, And then underneath
Next
that
one,
would be
wait.
like an air gap, like where you'd fall to either your death, into lava, or just onto the ground. And the goal would be
What?
to take shovels and dig out from underneath your friend's feet.
So
Yeah.
spleef.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
Minecraft, not Urban Dictionary. Minecraft.
No.
Spleef
Oh no, what
would
is it
be.
on Urban
I was like,
Dictionary?
y'all are crazy. Like that's dirty ass. But anyway, no. Now
I
we're
don't
on
even wanna
Minecraft
know.
Spleef.
Fall Guys has a version of Spleef where you jump on the platforms and they
I
disappear.
was gonna say you guys are colorful. What?
That's yes. That's
Better
yeah,
than
yeah.
game,
Like Fall
better
Guys
than
has a
game.
version of that too, as far as that goes.
What was it? Then there was
Excellent.
the pizza version where like there was
Oh, Spleef
different blocks
sounds.
you could break to get different benefits.
This looks quite simple, but it's a really good
It
concept.
is very simple, but
Yeah.
it's very fun.
Huh.
Wonderful,
I like
simple
that.
concept.
I
Would you
remember
guys want to, at some point tonight, do one of two things? Would you guys want to maybe do some Ender Dragon battles or a little bit of hockey at Briskison?
I haven't seen the hockey yet.
I'd be
So
down for
Hockey's
either.
pretty sick.
I would
Pretty
like
sick.
to get more data on hockey because we only played it the one time, and
And we have actual good sticks now. Like we have
That's true.
actual,
that's true.
or at least I think I do. I don't know where they are at this point, but fine.
A lot of people found it hard to play, but I think it's something you have
That's
to
the point.
like get
You have to get
practice
used
in
to
with.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not like it's not something you're gonna learn right off the damn
Yeah.
bat.
Mm-hmm.
so I
It'd
didn't make
be
any
boring
changes
if that
to
was
it
the
yet.
case, to be fair.
I've been thinking about another game to develop too at some point. Needle knows. Not at Briskison. This would probably be a Living Island thing. But we discovered that
You said needle nose.
Ah.
the gas fireballs, you know how you can knock them back at the gas?
Yeah.
You can actually like knock them back multiple times, as many times as you want. So I'm thinking like gassed tennis or gassed volleyball or something
Gas ball.
between two players. Like you have to volley the fireball back at each other.
Oh wow.
Wait, sorry. So we're. Wait, so
There would be
like-
a gas like stowed somewhere where
So
a
what?
player
What does
open-
PETA have to say about this? Like, what did
It's
he
a
say?
gas. It's a supernatural being. They don't care.
Wow. Well, that's quite presumptuous of you. Okay. I don't know how that would work
me.
because theoretically, right? If like the fireball went at any angle that wasn't head high, it wouldn't really work, right?
Actually,
Yeah, that I've
better
been
than
thinking
that.
about that too, because a player could easily just knock it above. I think I would make it like, you know how in volleyball and tennis there's like a certain area where the ball has to land for it to count as a score. Otherwise, it's like out of bounds and you lose a point instead. I think I'll do something like that, but make the countable area like the backboard of the court and make it very kind of narrow or just head height. So the player does still have to aim at head height to the other side of the court.
Is this whole backboard thing gonna be made out of obsidian so that way it doesn't
Yeah,
explode?
it'll have to be something that can't blow up. Yeah, or like waterlogged, like stairs or slabs or something, so that fire doesn't get everywhere too.
Or just something simple like TNT.
Can you shoot fireballs through a wall of water?
No,
Will
I
it
don't. Good question. Actually, I'm not sure.
I was gonna say, if you want to make it easy, you can put a wall of water in the back.
Yeah, maybe I can make that like the tennis net. It's just a wall of water.
Hmm.
Now, see, I would use netherrack as an indicator that you actually scored, though, so it would light on fire.
Ah, interesting. I was gonna do something fancy with like a skulk sensor, detecting
too.
it hitting the backboard, and like maybe some fancy numerical display that increments every time that happens.
This could be the project to get Coco to come back.
Yeah, maybe. It's gonna be a big project though. It's gonna take some time. I want to try some stuff in porcelain first.
You just have to say, I can't figure out this redstone thing. What do you think about this?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, log on, like, right now.
Just waiting.
I think the real tricky part is going to be figuring out how to catch a ghast and secure it on the living island somewhere.
Well, technically
That's
speaking,
going
you
to
can
be a
put
group
it.
effort, I
You
think.
can put it gassed in a minecart.
Yeah, you can, but getting the gas to the minecart even.
That might take horror. Uh-huh. I'm getting there. Daggum. Too far? No.
Needle's gonna get upset. These shulkers are not neat anymore. At all.
My shulkers are neat.
Oh, the ones up here are just don't look in these.
I won't.
That's why we
This
have
one-
item sorters.
Yeah,
I think the cat will die if we put these in here.
it'll be fine.
Surely.
Really.
I mean, you can
Surely.
run it through a basic one even.
It only does one shulker box at a time, so if things back up, the shulker box just will wait till there's space to continue emptying.
Well, that's good.
Or what kind of
Good
game could be
job,
made out of this?
Jordan.
Imagine if there was lava just above our head, and that's the game, is to, like, lift the other person up on a shulker box.
Reverse spleef.
Yeah.
My God.
Or it could be like
That's terrifying.
a floor of soul sand and you have a bucket of water and you're trying to bubble column them, like get them to launch up. Or even like pistons and slime. But there's something there, I think.
Yep. It's just at the very beginning of the thought.
Yeah.
Kind of like the shulker one because you get trapped in the shulker's inventory for a second. So
Yes.
you know who clicks first. You know,
Oh, yeah.
there'd be a little strategy to that. I think.
But so, Epo, you're saying that if you lift the other person up, they end up going up in a bubble column? Oh, you couldn't.
Oh, that could be a thing too.
You need soul sand under it.
Yeah, true.
What if they're sliding around like one block deep? You got a bucket in your hand and you're just sliding on the soul sand.
Yeah, that's what I was visualizing at first, is that the floor would be soul sand and
Oh, yeah.
you would just water bucket at their feet and it would create a bubble column there. I don't know if like the bubble column would start up fast enough for that to actually work.
Right.
We can always try.
Yeah. My hunch is that like sometimes it will and sometimes it won't, because it's just like whenever that water block receives the block update randomly.
Oh, I see what the shulkers you're talking about now.
Oh no, she spotted them.
Uh-oh.
It's a good thing I don't care.
Right, the shulkers!
As I dive all past you. Ooh, look at the XP down here! Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, you found a trove down there.
I found a lot of XP down here. Is this train ain't stopping until I've hit bedrock. Alright, guys. I have no idea why I'm getting random blocks of stone over here. No idea.
I'll
Really
take
dig-
these arrows. Sorry.
Hmm?
What's up?
I cut you off. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just saying that I really dig this project.
That was worth it. I'm glad you repeated yourself.
Yeah, yeah. So,
You know, the torches don't have to stay where they are. You can break them.
Thanks for the
Okay.
free torches. I appreciate it.
Nothing's gonna spawn for the time being anyway.
Even if it spawns, I don't care. The source is supposed to be dangerous. Room.
Yep. You hear them? Sorry.
Are you playing out in the street, Needle?
No, I just live within 3 feet of it.
The raspberry just continues in the background.
I just live within 3 feet of it. That's the problem. Like my front window faces the front street, and yeah. I want the lightning to find me down here. That'd be hilarious.
Real rain to accompany the XP rain.
chocolate rain.
Jumping is the worst thing to do.
Oh, thanks for that. You're right.
You want to try to get behind your opponent, because you can't turn very well in Minecraft.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Spleefing Tactics 101.
Leafing tips with Ender Panda.
Yeah.
Tell us more, Guru.
See, if you had just made this place a spleefing game, it would have been done by now.
What's to say
Oh my
it's not?
god.
Okay, how about spleef with powder snow?
Yes. Oh,
Everett,
because
and-
you're falling through?
No. Everyone's got leather shoes, but they
Yeah.
also have fire aspect bows. So you have to like shoot the powder snow away
Oh.
to make them
wow.
fall.
But we'd have to go back to like.
Are you talking about
Filling-
fire aspects like swords or flame bows?
Sorry,
'Cause
flame bow.
fire I was
Same
saying,
thing.
Fire aspect doesn't go
The
on
fire
the bow.
thing.
Yes, it does. What's wrong with you?
Well, then you could add a distance component where you're on a platform of it.
Oh yeah, like you can't be next to each other. Yeah. That could be fun.
And get 5-10 blocks away, and
I made this mess.
I
No,
think there should be
picking it up.
multiple floors of it too. It reminds me of like the Jenga minigame in Halo. That could be something. The only like pain of that game is the setup.
Yeah.
Getting that much powder snow.
I guess I was just thinking to myself, it would have to be like the last village of Depot where the walls were lined with the cauldrons everywhere.
Yeah. We got to set up a farm like that somewhere.
There's
Yeah.
so many items everywhere. Oh my god.
The frames are loving it.
It must be at
Shucking
least
them up.
Sounds. I want my chicken nuggets. Give me my chicken nuggies.
You mean the XP?
We're talking about loving it.
Ah,
Talk about nuggies.
I want McDonald's.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
It's bad for you, Panda. No.
It is. It is so bad for me. It is like horrible.
you can want it without having it.
Yeah.
But so much harder.
I'm glad
You
I
can
don't
tell
talk about
where he
creeper.
went crazy. What's up?
Tell you don't. I'm very, very happy there's no creepers here.
Honestly, though, it would help us.
Okay, you want me to spawn like 100 just for you?
Sure. I want to see what that looks like.
An army of creepers.
Pardon me a second. I dig into the wall.
Just give them a second to actually, get hit by the lightning and become super creepers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Just give me like
Spawn
20
them in
minutes to visit
super.
Alcatraz and then decimate a desert, and I'll bring you about 13 stacks of TNT.
Actually, Panda has so
Bring
much
it.
TNT here already.
Oh god.
I can't find my TNT. I don't know where I put it.
It's in the
No,
box
so
up
much
on
worse.
top. I saw
What's
it.
worse than a box of TNT? A box of TNT you can't find.
Exactly.
I'm getting random blocks that I'm not picking. Oh no. Oh no.
I should just. You know what I should do? I should just layer TNT throughout the
Oh, no.
source, like under every block that, like,
Oh. Oh
so
no.
that at the
Oh.
end, when we're ready to like end this world, I just flip the
Give me a second.
switch. Like the source is completed, and I just flip it. What?
No.
Oh no! Oh no! Not the shulkers!
It
Oh,
blew up
nothing's
the
happened. Nothing
blew up
happened.
the skulk sensor that I put on there.
Nothing happened.
You didn't see anything.
Ender, Ender, Ender. Oh, they're being summoned by themselves now.
Is it actually like blowing up blocks though?
Not yet. Not yet. I want to see how many can we get.
Just get a flint and steel and light them.
Oh, we
with
put a
yourself.
lightning rod.
Oh god.
Well, that lightning rod is for you.
Hang on a second.
Give me a sec, I'll be there in just a minute. Let me go
Hang
get
on.
the fruit out.
Hang on.
This one just like stood next to me and.
Um,
we didn't put
Oh,
it-
your stuff, your stuff.
My stuff. This is bad.
We didn't put keep inventory on.
This is
Oh
bad.
god.
No more creepers, please.
Okay, I think I disabled
Hold
the
on.
skulk sensor at least.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Hey, multi-shot is actually good for this.
Oh, it's no longer a thunderstorm.
It is now safe to walk about the cabin of creepers.
No,
Listen.
it's
My
not.
stuff.
No, 'cause
Bonsai!
I threw keep inventory on. So it's safe.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, get them all on that side. Bring them. No, bring them down. No, wait. No. My stuff. I can't get down there now.
Run!
No, my stuff is on that side.
It's over here. Yeah.
Omega. Away from the
Wait,
boxes.
Here, Ender. Oh, I picked up some.
Oh my god.
I'm out of
No!
food, so
Are you?
yeah.
I was shooting the creeper.
Microsoft Bing. He got binged. Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
binged.
Bing. That's crazy, Chandler. What?
There's still a totem here.
Yeah, you gotta kill. No, don't go to that side. That's where my stuff is.
There's nothing here.
Oh, oh no.
I just got picked up.
Did they fall in the holes?
Some of them did,
Perhaps.
yeah.
Probably.
Oh god.
Oh.
All right, that was a fun distraction.
Now we gotta see if any of my stuff's down the hole.
I love Needle's like background laughter. You can just hear it in the background.
What?
Just like that.
Do another one.
Another one.
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
Okay.
I'm waiting to get hit by one, I won't lie.
Where's the Pokemon?
I see Ender's boots. I see Ender's wings.
Where?
I got it. I see a charm, some pants, an item frame. Just carrying around an item frame?
There's some creepers
see.
down there.
Okay, she's gotta sit.
Oh.
Go
Hey, guys.
sit.
Duh.
Yeah, there's a couple of creepers in there.
Yeah, Ipo.
Oh, look at all the stone over here.
There is a crossbow here?
Yeah,
That's your crossbow?
yeah. Well, I found it, so.
Oh.
Whoa. There's a big holes that go all the way down there.
Oh.
Putting your stuff I found
So I gotta
in
find where
a
the
shulker
hole is.
box.
This one?
Shit loading.
Coming up the hole.
Oh, I should sleep in a bed, or I die and end up.
Home.
The
There's
last-
a bed in the middle, roughly. A bunch of leaves.
Is it green?
The leaves are green.
The bed is either red or black. There's two of them up there.
Cool beans.
The coolest.
Coolest beans ever.
Now broom.
What about putting a wither in here? It'd blow up some blocks.
No, no,
No.
no.
Someone's blowing up something.
There's more creepers down here. That's all.
Okay.
Oh,
Burned to death.
Oh, that's not good.
From a creeper?
No. There's fire down there.
Oh.
from the explosion.
Explode.
stand back. I'm about to explode.
Oh, Minecraft Reaper, but that looks like Al Qaeda.
What language is that?
I was singing the Dan Bull song.
Dan Bull?
Yep. The creeper rap?
I feel like I'll know it if I hear it better.
Okay.
I'm gonna head out for the night, guys. Thank you so much for helping me.
Oh,
The source.
okay. You're welcome.
I got work tomorrow morning, so
Let me see.
we. Good night.
Night.
Joint.
Night night.
Where's the share button? There it is. Hot cocoa.
These filters are pretty full.
Oh, we posted both different endings. Mine's ending B. There you go. Pick one.
Okay, yeah. I saw the element animation thumbnail and I knew. I remembered.
Yeah. I like their Enderman one as well. It's really good.
Hmm.
It's weird.
What is?
Why is the portal up in the sky?
Pandas?
Yeah, is there a different portal I should be looking for?
It's huge.
that's
You
the
had
one.
really big portal?
Yeah.
Panda's
That's
portal is
the one.
absolutely gigantic. Mm. Technically speaking, Hippo, Panda's portal is the perfect size for a ghast.
It's true. But then we would have to haul it
I
from
know.
the source to the living island or wherever I end up building this.
Be better off building a separate portal and
Yeah, just build a temporary portal.
yeah, dragging that bastard through it.
I never actually thought about. I don't know why I thought about that, but my brain was just like, what happens when you spawn a wither in the Nether?
It does the same thing, attacks everything around it.
Except it's more fun. It's more spicy.
Yeah, it'll
Would-
blow up a lot more because the
Yeah.
netherrack has a lower blast resistance.
One of the old easy ways of taking care of the withers was in the nether.
Honestly,
Yes.
it might not be a bad way to mine for netherite.
I was
For
about to
ancient
say.
debris.
Wait, hold up. Actually,
Yeah.
that's really smart.
Just like summon a couple of them and let them go for a while.
Like, yeah, but like, fly like 10,000 blocks away and just rip up somewhere.
Yeah, they won't target you if they can't see you.
That's really
Just
smart.
you can put
However,
yourself
I
inside a
just see
glass
myself-
box.
I just see myself getting caught off guard and it hits a block underneath me, like die in lava and like, cry.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Ian?
But for any other skilled Minecrafter, that
Next time on Craft Mythbusters.
honestly. Waiting for these to launch from me again.
Hmm.
How far down does the new level go?
Far down does the new level go?
Yeah, like it's deeper.
Where's
in-
bedrock?
Yeah,
Negative
like-
64.
I've seen bedrock as high as 50 some odd.
Right, there's always gonna be variation, so
Yeah. But the lowest is 64. Well, sorry, negative 54.
I think we're out of shulker space. Down here.
Couple towards the south. Yeah, the south boxes have some room in them, but that will fill up pretty quick.
Is the librarians the only thing that they're changing with villagers? Like just that one thread?
I don't know if that's the
Changes?
only thing they will be changing, but that's the only thing they've changed so
They're
far.
testing?
Trader, librarians and the watering trader, they changed too, but that doesn't matter too much for us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the changes are fair. Personally, but I could see why people would get upset with that.
Yeah, I'm okay
Like,
with
if
it
you're
either
starting
way.
from scratch, I get it, but I think the fact that certain biomes have certain books, that is a bit of a difficult detail to kind of work around.
At the same time, it makes it
But-
more reliable to get a book that you want versus having to
True.
break like a lectern 100 times and hope you get the right one.
Yeah. No.
that also counts as, let's say, those of us, we are okay transporting villagers to a location once we have that book too, locked into a librarian. So it doesn't have to stay there either, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. True.
I mean, the other thing is too, like I said, you can set up like a central breeder where you have 1 to 2 villagers of every biome, because even when you're breeding, it takes into it. There's a random chance that the baby is born either in the biome that it is born in, or
Parents.
it takes up the genetics of its parents. So while it would take longer, you wouldn't. Yeah, and yes, theoretically, you would have to find a biome for each one.
Mm-hmm.
And for swamp, you would have to take a couple of villagers and take them to a swamp and meet them until you got a couple of swamp villagers. But still, like, it's not as difficult as some people think it would be.
No, it's just part of the grind essentially, just like anything else in game. It's a grind.
Exactly.
Takes away some of the. It's just as reliant as it ever was. Like nothing changes there. It's just more of a different kind of a grind. So if you are much more of a villager heavy person, yes, you're going to put more time and effort into making sure you've got the perfect layout again.
I think it has positive connotations for a server too, because you could have multiple people doing villagers easily, and one guy maybe has his villagers set up in a desert, the other guy has his villagers in the snowy places, and they can trade books.
I mean, the way that I see it is the update either is going to affect master villagers that are already in effect, or it's not, right? Because it might not change villagers that are already set.
I would bet
Might
it's
just-
not.
It's not gonna. You reckon not?
I reckon
No.
not. I don't know for sure, but I reckon.
Okay.
He reckons.
I mean, that's the way
I
it
looked
currently
on,
works. I'm just saying that's the way it currently works, is that they won't lose their offers once they're locked in. Even if the base offers for villagers change.
I mean, Laura and I looked on Seed Map, because you can look at all the different biomes in your area, and you can specifically select the ones that those villagers are going to be in, that like take effect. So we looked at all the different biomes that it takes effect in, and surprisingly, the only place within like 10,000 blocks where all of those biomes intersect is actually near Shidoria.
Yeah.
Which is have you looked at it? Have you looked at all 8 of those biomes, or 6, whatever it is?
Not closely, but no, it sounds right.
It's kind of crazy because essentially the desert near Tristan's pizza slice, right? So that desert, we're actually in a savanna as well as a plains and a jungle. We have the taiga between Windermere and us, and then which is like the snow, right?
It's a snowy.
And then there's swamp, but swamp isn't too far. There's one actually within that desert. That's near Tristan's place. I don't know. I mean, you're right. Like, it is like a different type of grind. But I'm thinking, imagine you're on a server that doesn't have blue map, and you're like trying to find all these different locations. It's just to try and find an area that has that exact sort of.
I think there should be something like a compass for biomes.
Agreed. Yeah, I think if they're gonna start making things biome dependent, then definitely.
They have to make it easier to find said biomes, yeah.
Let's say they make it easy as maybe something as a tree from that
like good
biome.
map system, like no bullshit,
Yeah.
like no crafting paper to do this, that, and expand it. Like,
Put a log or something in with the compass. Get
And maybe
the
looks for that particular biome,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
like that.
or get them off of villagers, like
Yes,
cartographers.
buy it from a cartographer. That would be
That makes sense.
Yeah, like the treasure maps.
They could simply be like biome exploration maps, and it gives you a map with a marker of the nearest biome of that type.
Like there are many ways to make this relative player simple.
Yeah, I feel like
simplify it for
we
players.
have to hold our judgment. We have to reserve our judgment on the first snapshot
Yeah, and that's like it's like we don't know much of anything. They're just saying like, hey, we're giving you this heads up. This is what we're working on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the other thing is they're also looking for feedback. And I know
Yeah.
people are also gonna
Oh!
say, oh, well, it's really shitty of them for doing
Oh.
this. And I'm like, I don't think so. Like, they're
Oh.
trying to because like, yeah, early game, an enchantment table, that's like the first thing you try to get. Unless you like your first job is either A, to go find a village and hope and grind out getting all of the books that you want and spending hours on end, or you're grinding out on an enchantment table, but you're grinding out levels on an enchantment table and you're hoping for the best. So it's like, I mean, at the end of but even then, late game, when you eventually do say get your villagers all set in stone and everything like that, enchantment tables become obsolete because you don't use them anymore. Because why would you use an enchantment table if you have villagers that give you the book for just a few emeralds, which are very easy to get?
Well, okay, but I also think like enchantment tables are a little bit too random to be like a reliable source of enchants. I think there shouldn't be hidden enchants behind it. Either one, have hidden enchants, but you'll always get the top level of one enchant, right? If you do like a level 30 and make it hidden, but you know that you'll get like a good one, at least one. Or have different levels, but you know exactly which enchants you're going to get. Like all of
I
them.
think another point of contention is you can't get mending from enchanting table.
Sure.
True. Oh,
But
shit.
the thing is, but even then, you can still get mending by fishing, and you're still looking at
Which
RNG.
villager is mending?
Swamp, I think it's gonna be.
No shot, really? Oh
Yeah,
man,
that way makes it more
that's
rare.
troll. That's really bad.
That's
Because they
intentional.
don't even there's not even villages in the
No,
swamp.
you have to build a village.
You have to oh hell. No, you have to like connect a village to a
the special book with the
Yeah.
swamp. It is the
Really
swamp.
dumb.
It is the swamp. As mending is the special book with the swamp. So it's but it's the thing is it's guaranteed. That's the guaranteed book. So it's not like you don't have to grind that many swamp villagers to get it.
Wait, Sweeping Edge is only in Java.
Yes. It's only in Java.
Hi, welcome to Coffee Land.
Honestly, let's see what they do. Let's see what happens. But I kind of think,
I don't think it'll be that bad.
I think we have
No, I
enough
don't think so
enchants in
either.
circulation that we're not going to be in much of a drought.
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of us may do it just for the challenge.
But I think
You know what I
personally,
mean?
I do actually want to set up like a legitimate, I don't know, like a little shop center near us.
Oh, here you go.
This one?
We can set up a
And the next one.
library basically in the
Yeah.
village that sells books.
I found another geode.
We'll do it when we'll see how the affects things.
Mhm.
My
I
gut
would
feeling
love-
is I don't think those changes are going to make it to the game in the state that they are. I think they are going to take some feedback and tweak it a little bit until people are kind of fine with it. But even if they did go the way they are right now, people will be like vocally upset about it for maybe a month,
And
while
then they'll go away.
it's good content, and then people will just be fine with it.
And then the other thing is like they'll either leave the game and then eventually come back to it, or they just suck it up and get used to it. Like it's fine. There's a lot of things that that we question Mojang about. But even then at the end of the day, like you can't you can't appease everybody. There's always going to be that one person that
This
gets
definitely
pissed
wouldn't
off.
be like their most triggering update, I think.
No.
Oh no.
Like I would say personally, like the most triggering update was when they switched from 1.8 combat. Like when you used to be able to just like spam.
Oh yeah, the PvPers despise that.
I think everyone was pissed.
I wasn't.
Like,
I wasn't pissed, but I also
Well,
wasn't like,
no, PvPers are best.
yeah, I
right?
wasn't really a
PvPers were
PvP.
So I
no
mean,
longer-
the PvPers were
The PvPers
It now
were
requires skill to PvP,
triggered.
right? Like it's not just spamming.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are still servers on that old version of the game. Just so,
Oh, tons of servers on that old version. Tons of like different Hunger Games and other PvP types. People can't let go of it.
yeah.
You guys don't play this game, but if any of you guys do, it's kind of like Ash's ACOG in Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't make it like
If anybody plays that game.
a game rule or something at this point, because people have been upset about it for a long time, and I don't think they will ever get over it.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Red
mean,
Gear,
some
Red
things
Gear's in
people
chat.
just-
Red Gear says if they move
Hi,
forward with
Dad.
this new villager update, there needs to be a swamp and jungle village type. Adds a whole extra layer of complexity for less experienced players. I agree that more
yeah.
village types in general could be interesting. Jungle and swamp are especially interesting opportunities, I think. Although Mojang did say in the changelog for the snapshot specifically that players will have to quote unquote build villages to get the swamp villagers, which isn't entirely true either. You just have to get a swamp villager. But
You don't even
I
have to
think it
build a
makes
village, you
their
just have to build a breeder.
I think it makes their intention clear.
Yeah. They're not intending on making a village.
Well, I think it's also because like mending is just OP. Like mending is simply the best book in the game, and forever will be. There's no way of
Yeah.
having something unless if they add some sort of thing that gives like double strength or something that's like really should be modded, but for some reason they add it into vanilla.
In my opinion, they never should have had mending. Never should have been added.
Yeah. I think mending makes sense with netherite due to how difficult netherite is to get. Because if you're just gonna eventually lose it, I feel like people just wouldn't bother. But like back when it was just diamond, definitely mending wouldn't make much sense.
I think they could
Because
have
people were willing to grind the diamond.
they could have made some other way to repair your tools aside from spending a diamond, or nowadays I guess it would be a netherite ingot. They could make some other way to repair your tools, but not
Spending
mending.
XP,
Like
totally.
mending,
I mean, I would spend XP.
Or remove
Sure.
the,
Just like to like
XP
directly
limit.
grind XP. So I have to actually work for it.
repairing your tools with materials or other tools is like too expensive, and mending is too cheap, too OP. I think there's some middle ground they could probably design around. But I think that ship has also sailed. Imagine if they change mending, man. People
Oh my
will be
God.
so upset.
What if
That
they had?
would
What
make
if there was like an
people so much more
enchantment? What if
triggered.
mending only procced on kills? So like mob kills. So you have to actually
It
go out and
doesn't
like
even
kill
make a difference
things.
because your mob farms will still fix
Oh, true. You have to
everything.
get something that like can't be farmed. You get something that's easy. to get,
XP
but
already
can't be
works that way
farmed.
anyway. XP only drops on player kills.
Mending, I don't know. Maybe like
You can't, like, for a little while, we were doing XP from farming, for example. So that way, if you could go up to, like, a giant wheat field and harvest all that wheat and get XP from it, versus going to a mob farm. But we got rid of that when mob farms became much more productive and better overall.
Mhm.
yeah, they are crazy.
So, yeah, we did away with that. My pockets are getting full.
Hey, yo.
Oh. Ah.
Ugh.
You still digging?
Yep.
Yeah.
Them said they're still digging. I'm still building.
Oh, sorry, Coco.
Should we
I'm
take a
sorry.
break from?
I didn't mean to step on you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Coco's there?
My Coco. The barky kind.
Uh-uh. He's not doing redstone under the table.
No, he's a cool boy. I stepped on him, but he wants to sit underneath my chair. And I put a carpet under my desk so he could sit on lay on the carpet instead. So I have a wood
He's
floor.
like, nah, I want to be right here in the middle of fucking everything because I'm cute.
Yes. Yes, very much so. I have pictures of him in chat. No, don't. Your big paws, what you doing?
What's that?
What? But oh, your ball's under there. Hang on.
It would be the squeaky toy.
Oh, of course it's Squeaky Toy. He's got
It
a
has to be the
dinosaur in here
squeaky
too.
toy.
He's got a dinosaur in here too.
Nice.
Where's the dinosaur?
Where am I, Lily of the Valleys? What the fuck? When you lose track of shit that you have in, because you have so many chests that have shit in it. You don't know where shit is. There they are.
There's just less left over here, Omega.
I think so. I was gonna go until my pockets are full.
Yeah, my pockets are full.
Oh. Oh, right. I get to do these fun banners. These are going to be great. I gotta go do those in the World Hall, though, because I don't have the time to do them here.
What are you doing? I'm not picking that back up, you gooba.
I do not have a ziplock that I need. The amount of different blocks I have to have in my inventory right now is...
Oh, it's insane. I feel that.
Yes.
I'm gonna go drop off these blocks.
I'm also gonna empty my pockets soon. Alright, I have more calcite.
Oh, please.
I know.
I would very much appreciate it.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
I also need more dark oak. I need a lot of things, okay? Like, I need a stiff drink. I need a lot of fucking shit.
God damn, that drink sounds great.
Honestly. Sounds so good right now. Actually.
Hmm?
Two more.
Well, we're done with digging for now. We wanna move on to something else.
Sure.
Anything to show off or anything that needs helped with?
You guys can always welcome to come keep me company.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little boring, but It's a little boring because you guys can't see the schematic like I can. Sorry.
I'll come
Schematics.
see like what's been built since I last saw it, at least, because I'm
Okay.
very yeah.
So you can see it, you just have to go in and load the schematic for yourself.
Yeah.
That one's full of deep slate. This one is full of andesite. I'll take that one. This one I can fill with more stone.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more here since I was here. It's actually looking like a building now.
Oh yeah. Why does it gotta be?
Megan, did you find out the thing with the observer?
Yeah, I had the wrong log attached to the leaves.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a spruce log instead of an oak log with the oak leaves.
Oh, that makes a difference, I see.
Yep.
Smart leaves.
Smartest of leaves.
Is there anything we could gather?
I mean,
Sue?
right now I can use a bunch of dark oak, but I have a bunch of saplings
What?
That
in
sounds
there.
easy.
What's up?
Sue?
Dark oak.
No?
Found them.
Try to take the shulkers with you?
Nope.
Nope, they're still up there.
My pockets are full.
So were mine.
Oh.
We'll get them next time.
You guys would be welcome to come and see the project I've been working on.
Yeah. I'd like to see it. I just started farming trees. I'll farm a few
No.
more.
We have all night.
I was farming trees all night long.
Ew.
I'm not even sure if that was supposed to be a euphemism, but I guess it is now.
You want to come over and farm some trees?
Farm some trees? Want to get cultivated?
Oh, it is.
Wow, this is a very tall, dark oak tree. Tall, dark, handsome.
Tall, dark, and oaky.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I take it this other oak tree comes down though too.
Which one? Where?
This one.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
It's almost all the way dead anyway. Just floating. Is there another armor stand here? There's a little B-man armor stand. He's trimming the hedges.
Oh,
The
Oh,
casino.
did you not see that?
No, I just seen it now. Also, I see your wagons here, Needle. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
I think the light adds a lot to it. The moody light in the night.
Mm-hmm. Great.
There's Omega's car is here too.
Good.
You ended up not going with the campfire steam thing?
no, I just ran out of time the other night.
Oh, okay. What's this blue one? This looks like maybe... Wait, who is that? It's B-Man and someone else?
I don't know who the other person in the car is.
Oh,
I will admit.
mysterious.
Right.
I'm guessing it's some Wondermere person, or maybe one of the gods he was talking about in his lore, or an actual person we don't know about yet. This tree does not want to give up. Still got some wood in it. There we go.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, Temp.
Temp!
No. How did you sign on before? Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm glad to catch you at a good time. Not doing a whole lot. Temp, we're just farming trees. Taking a look at some
Treemeister.
builds. Yeah, the Treemeister. Packing. Oh, that's exciting and stressful at the same time. I hope packing goes well. It's a weird looking iron axe. I know, Bat Boy. It was a gift from Crow after I had lost my actual efficiency 2 iron axe. It was not only a replacement, but an upgrade.
Oh my gosh, you guys are glad.
We're working on it.
I see, I'm so happy. Dinto! Otherwise, I had to do this all by myself, and I'm just like, BB.
Coco, please stop. My blankets are not your bed. But now they are, apparently.
When
Let
you
them
have
have
a
the
puppy dog,
blankets.
whatever,
And
when you have a
then-
puppy, whatever is of yours, it is now theirs.
Is also now theirs.
Yep.
Making a puppy though.
He's only 3, so I mean, he's still technically like a puppy.
We're dog sitting right now too, but she's super, super sweet. She's a very, she's like, I don't know what she is. Beth, what breed would you say that Emma is?
No clue. Probably like a Maltese or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. She's like a Maltese, so she's super, super small. Like,
Right, and she's also kind of cute and
so
tiny and
small,
adorable.
but she's so cute.
Yeah, it's a multi.
And she's probably the most like well-behaved dog like ever because like she does not bark ever.
You're very lucky.
The only time we have heard her bark is literally when we left the house to go to work. Like that's the only time we've heard her bark. Other than that, she doesn't bark.
That's very good.
No, she's just so cute. She gets so animated. It's so great.
Watch my sun movements. Those are hyper full. Like stupidly full. I want a bit nuts on the iced tea. The iced tea, I swear. Genuinely the iced tea. Mine is heating, but yours is not that bad. Mine's heavy. I'm only gonna have one.
Good old spice. The only thing we had, unfortunately, was vodka, which is like meh. But not my first choice, but not That's my only choice right now. So ripperoni with cheese. So it's either that or none. And I was like, well, I want the spicy one.
I mean, it's with some Arnold Palmer, so it's not the worst thing.
No, it's not absolute worst, but it's just like
Lemon.
black. Where is my black bowl? There it is. Found it. Oh fuck, I need more. Peanuts.
Of course.
Every time. Without fail.
Every time.
Yeah, I'm working on basically I just need the top half of this building and then I just have to fill in everything and then everything is basically done because I've been going from from top to bottom. I have been putting in the inside because I was thinking about it and I was like, if I really tried to do the inside of this thing after I did the outside, I feel like I was just gonna like not really want to finish it. Like ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't do that because I was so excited for it.
Hmm.
Has the song been driving you crazy yet?
The fun part is going to be when I get to put in these custom banners.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Has the song been driving you crazy yet?
Yes,
Do you want me to turn it off?
it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I can just
At
take a
this
piece of
point,
redstone out and it's fine.
I know. At this point, Omega, I am so used to it because it was there with me in the porcelain when I was building all 3 buildings. So at this point, I just kind of like hear it and don't care.
Also fair.
Oh, fuck.
You can also just turn your volume down specifically for no blocks.
That's true. Also true. But yes, it does drive me insane on a good day.
Imagine being Nurse Joy. Ugh. Standing there all day listening to the music.
I already don't like the music in most retail stores, and this just makes it worse.
Oh yeah. At least retail stores like have like a playlist, right? At least like 5 or 6
Unless
songs.
it's Christmas time. Except for Christmas time.
I guess that's true.
Because Christmas time, it's the same song, but the different fucking version. Literally, I worked
Oh my god.
Oh my
yes.
god, when I worked for Staples, oh my god, I wanted to rip my hair out every day. And I'm like, can we not play this crap? Because it
Why
would start in November. We would get it like through November. Sometimes we'd get it in like late October.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And it would start, and we would all dread it because we'd sit there for hours listening to the Christmas music, and everybody wanted to rip their hair out.
I can only listen
was
to
so
Mariah
annoying.
Carey until I go bananas. I hate that they play that one the most.
Because it was, and usually it wasn't even like the Christmas, like the songs were bad. Like the singing wasn't even bad. It was just the fact that it was like the same song, but a different version.
Whereas, like when I was working electronics, we were told put a Christmas DVD in the DVD player to play on the TVs.
Yeah.
And all of us kind of looked at each other and went, okay. Nightmare Before Christmas went on.
Yeah.
And we all sat there
It's
and
a Christmas
smiled.
movie.
It's a
has
Christmas movie.
in it.
It played constantly, and we all enjoyed every second of it.
I'm about to say, I'd rather have that than any other Christmas movie. Actually, no.
Exactly.
Some of the Christmas movies are pretty good. No,
Laura, is Harry Potter a Christmas movie?
no, technically.
Okay.
Not. Is it my Christmas movie? Yes.
Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes.
Yes.
Just
Die
like
Hard is
Star Wars.
100% a Christmas movie.
First trilogy is a Christmas movie too.
True. Die Hard is always a Christmas movie. But like, I always say Harry Potter is my Christmas movie.
Yeah, because I've heard other people say it's a Christmas movie, but I
Harry
know how
Potter?
you feel about Harry Potter, so I wanted to know your informed opinion.
I would say technically no, but as much as I love them, as much as I love Harry Potter and the world of Harry Potter, I do not believe it is a Christmas movie, but I will watch it at Christmas.
I feel like it's always on at Christmas.
Yeah.
Fair.
Cause
To be fair, if you have like in Arizona, we have like ABC, like network or whatever
Yeah.
on TV, and it always plays on. It's like or like Freeform or whatever, and it always plays on like Saturday. There's like a whole weekend. There's like every other weekend. There's like a Harry Potter marathon the entire weekend.
That's true. I guess saying it plays on Christmas is not really special because it's probably
No,
playing all
because
the
it's
time.
on all the time.
Yeah, true. There's a log in here somewhere. Otherwise, the leaves would go away quickly.
There's
Hi,
two of them.
Jedi. Gotta get it. Get it. That's always the best way to jump and like break it a little bit at a time.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like when you're like breaking tree blocks, yeah.
Yeah.
Always the best way. Fuck! I fell off the damn thing.
Except that.
You're in a hospital. It'll be okay.
No. Here, let me just go put myself in the healer real quick.
Bing, 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 bing.
It's like a microwave.
Microwave my Pokemon. Hold on a second.
I'm gonna microwave my Pokemon and stuff. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Oh no!
Oh no!
Get those microplastics in.
Oh no!
Aw.
Pepperoni with cheese.
Some nice glazed popcorn.
To be fair, I am also building this a lot faster than I originally anticipated. So,
Well, it helps when you have all the stuff. So I mean,
that is true. It also helps when I have
there's so much
people who
XP
are-
here. Holy shit!
It also helps when I have amazing humans who help me build as well. Because
Yeah, but Laura's also kind of cracked though.
fair. I mean, to be fair, this is probably I am very proud of this build because it is strictly my own. It is. I know, like, Needle gave me like the basic outline, but this is not something that I built with a tutorial. I literally just came out of my own brain.
Yeah.
Cuckoo,
We're planning it for like a couple of weeks at least, months maybe.
Yeah.
So lots of planning makes the resulting build process much quicker.
Oh yeah.
What'd she say?
Her cat is staring awkwardly at her snake.
Oh, there goes keep inventory. Mr. Coco, what are you doing down there?
There goes that.
I am so happy your mama comes back tomorrow.
Yeah, that's enough responsibility for a little while.
A while now. I'm so
The one
done.
thing I do dislike about building this out here in the overworld is I can't fly. Like I can on the porcelain. Because it was so easy building it in the porcelain.
Just
Oh,
put
yeah.
scaffolding everywhere.
I don't know.
Do
Wait,
not
you
be
want
shy.
Nick? Okay. That's not good. No, you cannot have Snick. Snickety Snick. Is it the little pink one, Jedi? Dangerous spaghetti, yes. The most danger of
A
noodles.
murder spaghetti.
It's a little pink one.
Is it a cute snake or is it a dangerous
It's a
snake?
little cut. Is it? Hello?
Hello.
Hello,
Hello?
It's a Rowan
Rowan.
with his mic off.
It's a Rowan wolf. Hello.
Rowan. It's your noodle.
It is, yeah, completely.
It's really funny. There's like a whole list of like those goofy names for animals.
Oh yeah, there's the what is that? There's a whole video on it. There's a whole meme that's about it.
Amber,
It's
the OG
Amber,
noodle, the original
the
noodle.
OG
Okay.
noodle.
Yeah,
The
she has
OG noodle.
is
The pink noodle. The non-pink noodle. The cute noodle.
Elvira.
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 Yeah.
Ask your doctor about Elvira.
Do you
Honest.
not know who Elvira is?
Elvira is?
No, I don't know who Elvira is.
I'm old enough to know.
I fixed it.
Millennia
I'm-
over my head. Like
Oh.
millennia over my head.
my-
I'm not even. That's how I can describe it.
Do you know who the Crypt Keeper is?
I
I've never
fixed
met
my
him,
mic.
but
He sounds like a fun dude.
Alright.
Alright, here, I just posted. Hang on.
he's like a wrestler.
No.
No! I posted it. The tenor is not coming up there. But
No, it's
that's,
not.
there it is. It's come up now. That's
Neither-
Elvira.
I like how disappointed I'm making Omega. I want to just keep
Yeah.
guessing wrong.
Wait, I'm sorry, what did I? Huh?
Oh, she's like Mrs. Adams.
Yeah, like.
You mean fucking what's his face? Morticia?
I mean,
Where's-
Morticia Adams, but much more like kick ass.
Busty.
Yep, kick ass. Yes, just kick ass.
That's one way to put it, Omega.
She's much more well endowed.
She has more hair.
Oh, big
Yes.
hair. I love the big hair.
Lots of hair.
My mic should be working now.
Yes, it
It
is.
is.
Woo, yay. Yeah, no, sorry I'm like super late. Big busy day.
That's
That's okay.
totally
man.
fine.
I forget.
I lost my train of thought.
He's.
But Needle, you knew about Elvira already, right?
Oh yeah. I loved her. She actually the movies she
little-
was in were completely B movies, but they were
Right.
funny as hell. So yes.
Well, then she went
I
on later
also
to
need
host. Was it like Friday Night Fright?
Yeah. She was
Movie
a
hours,
host for a
just
while,
like the
yeah.
Crypt Keeper.
It's like Crypt Keeper, yeah. She was like replacement, which was great. She did a wonderful job, so there's nothing wrong with her, yeah. But she very much reminded me of like Morticia Adams, kind of like, but a lot more sass, like less sarcasm, more sass.
Fair. She
And
sounds great. I like her already.
I'm guessing because I see XP Rain and Haste that you were mining out the pit.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
doing some
yeah.
source digging earlier. Then Ender signed off, and now we're chopping trees for Laura's Poke Center.
Yeah.
Where are you chopping trees at?
Living Island by the Poke Center. Poke Central.
Do you know how?
Well, those are all about to end. They're at like 1% each.
Yeah.
Do you know how much wood you need, Laura?
No.
Because my schematic says you need like 52 planks and like 49 stairs.
Something like that. I don't know. My brain hurts.
But
Well,
that's you have
I
way
stopped
more
look-
logs over here.
Hey.
I stopped looking at the damn schematic
You
at
have
this point.
you have close to a chest of dark oak logs.
Oh, you do. 'Cause
beautiful.
I still have some. So
And even if I don't need all of it, it will end up in the cat.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, one way or another, it's going to get used.
One way. Oh no.
Oh my goodness, I
get
forgot.
ya.
I need
I'm
glass.
gonna
That's what I
get
do
you,
need.
get you one way. Oh,
Somebody have any
no,
sand? I can use some glass.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe that's only
fine.
all that you need left.
See, that's all Shmini left.
Yeah.
It's very
awesome.
possible that's all I need left. Because
Oh well.
brain centers.
That means we're gonna have pancakes now too.
Yay,
Oh, yeah.
pancakes! We love
Yay.
pancakes.
Good thing it's nighttime.
Pancaking?
Can I eat pancakes?
Oh, it's daytime though. Or is it night? Is it
That is-
turning
that
night?
is- As
It's
nighttime.
turning nighttime, yes.
As nighttime. My clock says nighttime.
Pancakes are really good with a little magma cream.
Mhm.
Little magma cream. Get a little magma in there.
Meg.
Gotta get the, the jalapeno cream in there.
And I'll probably talk about why I was so busy today after meeting and streaming ends.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's a little more personal, so.
That's fine.
I think I'll let it go like a half hour more for the stream, and then I'll.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Meow. I was gonna say middle. If you wanted to, you could help me with some of the you guys can have fun and fill up the some of the middle Pokeball with the whatchamacallit, with the fireworks. It's functional, it just does not have the it does not have the fireworks in the middle of it. Yes. I was going to wait until after all of this whole thing was done. But at least it gives you guys some entertainment.
Well, I
Rather
got like
than
a
just sitting
stack
here
of
and-
gunpowder from that creeper experiment.
True.
So
True.
I have more calcite for you. I'm gonna put it in this box with the rest of the calcite.
Hello. What I really need is sand. Actually, I do have sand. I have a little bit of sand, but I'm always needing concrete. Always making fucking concrete.
Sorry.
This is a
Why does the
constant.
llama have a bandit mask?
Because
Why
it
not?
has a different blanket on.
Or I forget the punchline though.
Specs.
You got them X-ray specs. You got the X-ray DLC.
El bandito.
Shit.
That's why I left all the carpets here, so if we want, we can switch them out anytime.
True. He is a tame llama, so you feel free to
There you go.
go right around on him.
Ooh, I like that one.
He's nice, right? That little bracelets too.
Man, Epo, you look so boring without a custom elytra.
I was gonna say, Rowan, where'd you go? Yours looks really good. Matches a lot with your skin.
Eagle.
Eagle? Oh yeah, I kind of. Now that you say it, I can see that. Oh wow, it actually does look. I see the feet now. Like there are some good details in there.
It was a pain.
Glass.
I could see
Oh,
you
Spent like
agonizing
5
over that.
hours in the porcelain
gonna
just
hate
going
my
through designs.
I'm going to
Red.
hate my life making the Pokecache, not gonna lie to you, because that thing has so much glass in it.
Dude, you have the best villager set up on the server. What do you mean?
No,
How
but I
can
gotta
you
go back
complain?
and forth
Mm.
and back and forth
Oh, I
and back
forgot.
and forth. And...
I have some more. Glad to see
Villagers
you.
don't by chance sell sandstone, do they?
No.
You can use villagers before they update the villagers.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
They
for
don't
that,
sell
though.
sandstone, but we can duplicate sand.
Ooh.
No, I mean it's in glass. They sell straight up glass.
I know they sell straight up glass, that I know. But I would have to sit there, I'd have to go several Minecraft days in order to get the amount of glass that I would need from that thing.
villagers.
And I would be going back and forth from Shidoria to the World Hall about 50 times with the amount of glass that's in there.
Mm.
So rather than doing that, if I can use the sand duper and smelt my own sand, That would be fantastic. Because that
Does
I
it
can
make
get
red
a bunch over here. Maybe
sand?
Does it make
Hmm.
what?
red
Red
sand.
Yeah, it'll dupe any
Yes,
sand.
Oh my
any
God.
sand.
It'll do
You know-
concrete powder.
How
Yep.
about
Oh.
coal
Oh.
sand?
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Unlimited concrete.
Oh,
That would save you a lot of effort, Laura.
That would save a lot of work overall for everyone.
To be fair, there is also a lot of gravel in the World Hall, and I was kind of taking it from there. And I have plenty of gravel. I still have a lot of sand because I'm
I just
using
find making
sand for
concrete
glass
annoying.
and concrete. So yeah, it's where I'm at. I need more concrete. Speaking of Sprechen of concrete, I need more. So I must make more.
Is that a Snickers bar or something, Needle?
No.
No.
Likely
Well,
story.
And egg roll.
Ooh, even better.
I'm eating Totino's pizza rolls because why not?
I'm still hungry from dinner. I haven't eaten
Mm.
yet.
You know, I didn't know this llama was a fan of the hit song by Captain Sparkle's Revenge.
Actually, no, I didn't.
Are you fucking serious? Skip sauce.
You have to break that.
No,
block.
Rowan,
Yep.
he likes jam bowl.
Huh?
He likes jam bowl.
Where's my brain?
Oh, it's posted in chat already.
Watch me lose my mind while I move concrete.
Mm.
We're going to visit Lonnie?
What?
Oh yeah, we could check out Lonnie's new project.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Oh, go to my place
Hey, oh my god.
and fly north.
Fell. God damn it.
North?
Yeah,
Did-
basically, if you go
Sounds like a nice and long trip.
north,
North?
you'll find me.
North.
Not gonna lie, Omega, a lot of these in the schematic right now are red because it's the right log and it's the right orientation, but it's the wrong type of log, so it's wood instead of a log. Because for simplification purposes, I made my life easier.
Yep.
Oh, I need to go the other side. Ground. Nope. Don't fall. Ah! Ooh, fuck.
Ah.
Shit. God damn it.
Oh,
Wait.
I caught mine.
Uh-huh.
Nope, I got in.
That's what I mean. Oh, you
I've
caught mine.
parkoured my way in here, bitches.
Parkour.
Fuck off!
Maybe I want to save rockets for once.
Absolutely. I picked up the boat.
It somehow went all the way back there, huh?
She touched the butt.
That's your butt. Lipa's butt.
Alright, where is my brain? Non-existent. Got it. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Good to know that's the thing.
Right. So look at Lonnie's house and go north.
I mean, you could just also use
No.
Oh god.
It's this way.
North.
Like, is it north on the cardinal directions, or?
Yes, north in the cardinal directions.
Well, then I'm already on my way. Oh. F3.
Yes, I already did that. Thank you.
Do you still have this schematic, Omega? Is that
Is it this tower and stuff?
Bases?
Yep. I'm using the schematic.
Oh, beautiful. I haven't actually have time
Oh,
today.
this
I
is
need to,
that
I need to
looks really
figure out
good
how
so
to
far.
share the schematic to everybody so people who are helping me can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah. You can just drop it
Um,
in Discord and tell us like the orientation and coordinates of it too.
Oh, I don't fucking know the orientation of shit.
Yeah, you could
Um,
see it in the
fair enough.
placement options.
I'll have to do all of that, but that's gonna be at a later date.
Man, some nice natural flooring in here.
Yeah, I haven't done much for the inside yet.
Oh wait, no, that's not there. That's alright.
Natural.
I do have banners in here at this level, but I will do them later because
So this
in the
is where
way.
the Fletcher will live.
Oh, I
I'll
know,
probably
just
have several in
Emma's
here.
right. God damn it, this is what I get for doubting
Yeah, up
this.
in this tower.
Oh, is that these are supposed to be then? Arrow slits?
Okay, so this
Yeah, this is like
on
supposed to be
Oh.
like a
the back.
watchtower.
Well, no, I mean like this, Bonnie.
Oh, where
Because you have a hole in the wall.
Okay,
Those
Um,
work like arrow slits on medieval towers.
I mean, they work pretty well just as detail.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they could also work
Those
as
are
arrow
more
slits.
because from the outside there's little windows, and I wanted them to be like dark behind them. So
Whoa.
okay.
Ow. 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 I'm gonna see myself out.
I really like how you use the coral fans here, just for some scratchiness.
Oh, are you having an out of body experience right now?
Yeah, out of body, out of mind.
yeah, that looks really good.
And when they get too late, I'll carry over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to just, well, you make the structure and then there's this thing in painting where you paint ugly and
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
rough it up.
yeah, you rough it up. Same thing with this. And I thought the coral would be a good way to do that. Just kind of,
Oh, this is so cute.
and
Oh,
then,
this is cute.
oh yeah.
Oh, this is so cute.
Down below Ebo.
I'm looking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, okay. No, I have to come down for that.
Yeah, because there'll be item frame stuff. Let's see. So
Oh,
this
man.
is like where they would get the flint from the gravel. So it's like a little gravel quarry.
Oh, that's so cool.
That
Gravel.
item frame holding up a slab?
Where?
Yeah,
Where?
little step. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's so smart.
That's very wagon-esque.
I'm like, wait a second. That's too small. That's not a
And
button.
install chisel and bits.
I was like, yes. There's something wrong there. Dang.
There
Yeah, I
appears
love
to be
this.
something off about this wagon.
I do like this. I love this. This is really cute.
I might do in these section in one of these like different things like villagers kind of working and stuff. I had this idea for like a conveyor belt kind of thing where gravel's being pushed across a conveyor belt.
Right, toward this area.
Yeah.
What do they do with all the other minerals? Do they discard them? Have a little discard pile?
They go through. I think what's going on is they're mining gravel and getting the flint here because they want the flint because they're Fletchers for the arrows, and then they send the gravel away in these carriages.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I like it.
the no flint gravel, the gravel travel co.
GTC.
Oh, and then so that's pretty much it for this building, but let's go in the porcelain. I can show you the other one I'm looking at.
Yeah.
This way over. And these buildings are all off of the hen draws pictures that I posted.
Oh, I saw the screenshots.
Yeah, how
of
tall
this,
do you want your roof?
But seeing
that's
seeing it in person is something else. Yeah, that roof, man. This is like, not only is this classic Lonnie like A-frame nostalgia,
I
but
forgot.
Ooh.
But
Why do I have a feeling an architecture engineer would have a nightmare looking at this thing?
you've also just done such a remarkable job capturing that artist
The image.
style at the same
Yeah.
time.
It's a very beautiful building.
Let me post again that picture of them.
Yeah, the angle
Oh, wow.
is so wonderfully sharp.
You actually put item frames on these windows.
So from the right angle, I've nailed this pretty well.
Hmm.
Honestly, the actual art looks like it's something in Witcher for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I really like how this
100%.
chimney turned out too. This roof just feels so heavy, the way it just kind of like slouches and curves down. It's awesome.
So
Yeah,
who works here? A blacksmithing guild?
No,
Yeah,
the
be
Fletchers.
like blacksmiths
The
and
Fletcher's in the tower.
maybe something
Oh,
else.
okay.
I feel like this could be a mixture of Fletcher's, armorers, and leather workers.
There you go. Yeah, that's
Honestly, there's a lot of room in here for a
I mean, yeah, you have the giant
communal-
steel beams that hold up the chimney, but you could also hang leather from them to dry.
oh, that'd be fun.
Like a guild house for the local craftspeople.
Hmm.
The major crafting guilds, all related to armor and weaponry.
Well, this feels like a space for animals or something.
Oh, I thought it was an outdoor blacksmithing pen or
Could be that
blacksmithing
too.
zone.
Maybe where you bring your horses for get shoed by the blacksmith.
Oh, to get shoed, yeah.
Something blacksmiths do.
I mean, horses do technically drop leather, I think.
Be
Such
killing the
swamps.
horses. They're getting shoes. They're getting their horseshoes nailed down.
Oh, and then check this guy out here.
Oh,
I love that.
I have this idea of using those kinds of trees and like making them not as overt as this one, but sort of look like monsters. And like the idea is that the villagers like have a villager that goes around and trims the trees so that they look like monsters to keep people away.
no, that's how they keep the pillagers away.
I like how
Yeah.
you did the eyes in there
Ain't
too.
no
It's really subtle.
pillagers only have, magic and bows. I don't think they can fight off tree ends.
That is night. Yep. It is storm time.
This is perfect for Hollowvale. That's
Oh, yeah.
gonna be around that time again pretty soon.
Ah! I want to think about that.
Man,
I want to think
oh
about
yeah,
that.
there's a Barbie mobile over here.
Oh yeah.
Barbenheimer?
These are the guitars you were working on?
Yeah,
I think it's more
And-
bass.
when you actually make the guitars, they're not that great. They're just like they look like a guitar from one angle, and
Yeah.
otherwise they're just
It
So
looks like a bandolier or something.
yeah,
I feel like if you really wanted to make a guitar, you'd have to build it into the wall.
Fine, Coco. It's
Yeah.
okay. Lay back down. It's fine. Oh, hi, buddy.
yeah, the pig matches.
I know you like your ears get stroked, you crazy pup.
Back to the overworld.
Yeah.
Reality, and where it's pouring.
Yeah, man. Everything's so
Man.
beautiful.
I don't
and
see any rain.
Not here.
That's because we're in the savannah. But you can see where I started that other building.
Can somebody explain to me why spicy water tastes so much better when you keep drinking it? Like, the more you drink it, the more it tastes better.
Because it burns off your taste buds.
Ah, it makes sense. Would make a lot of sense. Because the spicy water is hitting very nicely right now, and I am big chilling. We love spicy water.
Oh, there's a lot of boys out here.
Yeah.
Ah! Ow, big chilling.
Do you think they
Fire.
Someone
they
turned the
build
mobs
up?
back on.
Because the mob spawn thing stopped working.
Cease to exist.
Do you think they build up while we're in forces?
I ran out of oak logs.
No, I don't think
That's what it
so.
was.
Okay.
Oh, look, I
Maybe
smashed a
there's
tree.
more because there's a few of us here.
Yeah.
It also raises the level of the environment. Like at the threat range.
That's a good spot for that. I guess part of the roof, like once you build it,
Ah,
it's gonna come down on this side over.
Keepers over there,
This
watch out,
platform.
please.
I have.
You think it's gonna like be hidden too much by the hill, or
I am. I'm getting pancakes. What
I
is
think it's
this?
gonna be good?
Why,
Well,
you big
Sort
stupid?
of. I'm gonna get rid of these trees. They're just there for.
I know.
Um. I'll probably one thing that I'll do though is to have the portal somewhere over here so that when you enter the world, then you see these things.
Yeah, you see both of
I
them.
don't like portals that are like if you have your portal like in the middle of everything,
Yeah,
walking up to the place. You're
you want to
already
make
there.
an impression, right?
Yeah.
Why is it there are a bunch of cows at the Fletcher?
Oh,
Because
they
there is.
probably
Leather?
won't be there in the long run. It's just because I wanted leather.
Ah,
For
I see a pen in a Fletcher's building. And I'm like, chickens?
yeah, there'll be chickens somewhere around there.
Pluck the feathers. You know, they'll grow them back.
Actually.
Probably.
Those are future Pokemon, Needle.
Are they?
Probably.
All of
It was a
I just
possibility.
suppose Laura will need a lot of mob heads to make
Oh,
the
yes.
Pokemons.
There you go. There's
That's
one
where the
conversation.
Guardian farm is going to come in clutch because I will be taking a lot of those. I'm going to be bringing over a lot of the a lot of glass bottles and making a good majority of those into XP bottles. And then when I actually go to print, it's gonna be so annoying. I'm gonna be stuck there for.
Oh yeah.
So I need to get at least a stack of all of them. If actually no, 2 stacks. At least 2 stacks of each Pokeball. Actually, no, more than that. I'm gonna say like 3 stacks. We're just gonna say 3 stacks just to keep it even.
Also,
And
EW talked about recently about kind of obscuring like the view of your builds like on purpose. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
B-dubs, yeah, the way he's laying out his whole village in his survival world, very deliberately placing buildings to give like good sight lines, no matter where you're standing.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting build here.
What, the village back there?
Oh yeah, that's elephants. That's her first build before she moved.
No, I meant the hole in the wall, but
Oh, where are you?
what? Hole in the wall?
Oh yeah. Just
Whoa, like the hit game show?
That one. Very interesting hole in the wall. Not that one, Epo. Upstairs with the doorway.
Oh. Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just where I'm storing things.
And he actually has a spot for storing things, not all the rest of us would just lay everything out on the ground.
Really helped me to get like all my white to gray gradients in shulker boxes and lay them out.
That does help, I agreed. Still having elephants build out there, though, kind of does add to the character of the area. So.
I need concrete. I need more concrete. That's what I need.
And look at that, the villagers are still alive.
Yeah, I'll probably be taking some.
You have more mangrove.
I
Yeah,
do.
there's still some golems here pretty actively, so I mean.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, there's no water in that cauldron. Spindle.
Hey, buddy.
Yum.
The only thing I don't like about where the building is that it'll be hard to try to take the same picture as my source picture because of where the hill is.
Yeah.
Because it was probably taken from about here. No, not a big deal.
I think it's still gonna look really cool when it's done.
This is the tiniest, stumpiest little 2x2 tree I think I've ever seen.
I know.
What?
I think the things that Lonnie makes are usually cool. So
it also is missing its. I
expectations.
put 4 saplings down. It's missing this
The
section
fourth
of.
sapling. That's weird.
I wonder if there's some weird chance of it doing that. Or
You only need 3
absorbing
red
it.
concrete, but you have to make 8 in order to get another stack.
Welcome back, Ted.
Hello.
I made
You
it.
done packing for now?
Yes, until tomorrow morning.
Okay.
that's about it.
We are
Very good, Lonnie.
just
Wonderful progress.
admiring Lonnie's builds.
Oh.
Lonnie, do you have a name for your like main base? I wanted to make a map marker for it, but I didn't want to just say like Lonnie's base.
I don't really know. I was trying to figure out something recently, like
A world of lawn. That's very long.
I was looking up
The
like
lawn land.
A lawn land.
But it's gonna.
Sorry.
Yeah, you were saying, Lonnie. I kind of interrupted
oh,
you.
just like I was running. Sometimes I'll take an idea and run it through like into Latin and see if that sounds cool. But I was doing like warring towers, but it didn't really turn out. So I don't know.
How about en français? How does it sound in French?
Oh, I don't know.
Try it.
All right.
I bounce. And with Minecraft, I tend to bounce between French, Latin, and Swedish.
Swedish. That's fun. I'll run it through. English, French.
The land of Lonnie.
Lon. Lon milk. I can't help myself. Oh no.
I feel warm.
I have no idea
That's
why.
spicy water.
Mm-hmm. I feel really warm. It's very nice. Very cozy.
I don't know. It's something I've been thinking of trying to think of a name for like a.
Well, it's not just you and Primer. It's just you and Primer, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Something like Prime Mac, but it makes you sound like a transformer. Or Mac Prime.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Hmm. Oh.
Hmm.
Valley of the Wizards would be appropriate, in my opinion.
Yeah, do that.
Do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And I'll think of a name for this place because it's different.
Yeah.
It's just not working very good.
Thank you, Omega.
Yep.
I was trying to
Sorry,
figure
I
out how
didn't
to
see
do
that
that
either.
from OBS.
That's what it is in French. Valet de sorcière.
So you don't want to buy any bots?
Sorcerers.
Not
Don't want to
tonight.
be famous?
Maybe tomorrow. I'll think
I put
about
in
it.
wizards, so it's changing it to magician.
So yeah, this is hilarious. So I did. Oh no! Don't do that. No! Go back. So in Swedish, Valley of the Wizards comes out like that as Valley of the Wizards.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Troll.
Trollkarlarnars.
Trollkarlarnars.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Man, it was so bad. Ariel's left the game, Needle.
I thought that was hilariously funny.
I've been using ChatGPT a lot for like quick suggestions for names for things, at least to get like some ideas.
Well, why ChatGPT and not Fungaia?
They're the same thing.
Well, actually, one's called Fungi.
Fungi
it's called
uses
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Therefore, she is ChatGPT.
Fungaia is actually just Fungaia.
So in Gaelic, that's what the same thing. Valley of the Wizards in Gaelic.
What is Budsich?
It must be wizard.
Budsich, maybe?
Budsich.
Budsich.
How does it say? Does it give? No, it does not give the. I can't.
What is that translated?
That is Scottish Gaelic.
For what, though?
Valley of the Wizards.
I bet Glen is Valley.
Must be Valley, yeah.
Glen, yeah.
Makes sense.
Sorcery Glen, Arcane Gully, or maybe Magician's Gully. I like the word gully.
It's still a valley of some type.
Yeah, a gully is a valley of some type.
Let's see. Ooh! Ooh! I like that. All right.
Magicians.
This is in German.
He's
Zauberer.
just going through multiple different languages
It
for
wasn't me, at
fun.
least.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
That's
Okay.
yeah. Valley of the Wizards.
And you got the head back, so that's good.
This is recoverable. It's recoverable.
It sounds very funny. Let's see.
I'm surprised it didn't give you a more like
I'll do that later.
Lego German word, you know?
Yeah.
Don't have
It
any
gave you
bad-
quite literally Tower or Valley of the Wizards, but it could have been
Yeah.
like
Which one? Oh.
Wizard Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Upstairs, I have portion and
I'm gonna look at
Okay.
Finnish. I'm like Finnish is Finnish could be still a name of a place though, as far as that goes. To 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have officially reached the damn roof.
Woo!
Raising
Well,
the roof?
The home stretch.
Honestly.
I say 8-4 because I've toyed with the idea that the wizard that used to live there was Mario with all the plumbing,
What?
the pipes and stuff that I've made.
Oh, yes. For the hell of it. Alright, so Lonnie lives in anime. Go. I copied the characters!
Oh god.
So, that's really funny. So, yeah, this is what it is in Japanese.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah. I told Google to copy it, and it copied the characters. I miss Scout. Regardless.
No, you do get what that means, Needle, right?
What, my TF2 player?
No, embracing your inner TF2, everyone names, just uses Japanese characters when naming items.
Yeah. I didn't do that, but that's okay.
I don't do it. I'm just saying, that's apparently what most people do.
You can name items?
Yes, you can name items in TF2. You just have to get a special name tag thing,
Items?
basically.
That is Irish. Ooh, Icelandic. That's hilarious. It's huge. Oh my god. I tabbed out funny. That's an Icelandic.
Dalor.
Dalor.
Manana.
Dalor?
Called Manana.
Dalor by itself sounds like an interesting place.
Delure is cool. What word is delure?
I think Delure would be valley. I'll double check though. I'm gonna take off this one. Delure is valley. So you definitely could, if you want to just call it Delure, you could call it Delure.
Delor.
Delor.
No, oh, we're saying it wrong, that's for sure. Holy crap. Delure. Delure. Yeah,
Deluge?
oh, it's got a shush. Yeah. There's it's like, other than an R, like a hard R sound, it's a sh sound on the end. Very interesting.
Oh, that is a slab.
Yep.
Tall grass.
Not a
So
stair.
that's, if you want to
I
call
was
it
like,
that.
why
You call
does
it-
that look funny?
There's like different like welts and stuff. And I think like it gets cut and then pollen gets into it. And if you have an allergic reaction,
She says.
man, so I have some like here as well. It's just from grass for
You poison ivy too.
buff. So I'm putting like cold water on it, cold compression.
Get back up fast enough.
Oh no, what did you find, Needle?
Nothing. I'm totally not starting anything and running away.
Uh-oh.
What did you light on fire in Lonnie's area, Needle?
Got some troubles.
I think the gravel mines might be alive.
Any trouble. Honey,
Somebody's.
wait. What are you doing to my frogs?
What happened?
What?
What are these things doing over here?
What is going on?
What's this?
Is that one of the walls from the Zora and Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild?
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, that's where she's building it.
Hickory.
Oh!
Building what?
It's a very pretty thing.
It is very nice. I
I
remember
see
seeing
Zora's
the design
domain.
for this.
Fuck. There's nothing wrong with the frogs, is there?
No, they avoided it. Glass
Yeah, I
is
mean-
still here. The glass
Yeah.
is still here.
You know what? These things do kind of sound like a frog croaking
A little bit.
in conjunction with the frogs.
Oh yeah.
They're a higher pitch.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. Holy crap.
Oops. Why is there?
That felt good.
Who left the
That's-
world here?
It's Hickory.
Oh,
I got the. Oh my bad.
oh, okay. I think that's her
Right.
boat.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Get them through here.
Push me off my chair. Dare you? Excuse me, this is my chair, sir. Ooh,
What's going on?
my chair.
She's crashing the frog party. Frog frat house.
Oh my god, there's so many of them in here.
Yeah.
Ipa, how do you get green frogs again?
Cold biomes.
Okay. That's the one you still need, eh?
I don't remember which ones I'm missing now. Did I write it down?
I don't know. I know yours. I went over to buy some green from you in Briskerson, and the green one is awfully low in the chest. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
And it's like, we need to get you some new frogs.
What happened to the froggy?
Somebody shot them.
Why would somebody do that? That was so
I need one cold frog and one hot frog.
Okay. Frogs, I think, are the white ones.
Yeah. So one white and one green.
Needle, I didn't notice your bug zapper until now. That's nice.
Yeah, I worked that in. That was early on because I didn't know what to deal with mobs when I was here. Because they were coming up the falls on this other side.
Oh yeah.
Bothered the hell out of me. They're coming up from over here. And it was awful. As far as how much they were harassing me. So yeah. Helped out quite a bit. Excuse me. My chair. And my chair. Like King of the Mountain here or something. I'll pay fair. Hang on, I'll take off my armor. Yeah, I'm gonna push you off. Yeah.
I don't know, I think you intimidated the frog.
That's mine. My lily pad.
Did I run out of dark oak stairs? I guess.
Oh, I have some.
Okay, I'll make more. Because I have to make more for the
Your wings are over
the adoption center as well, because it's basically the same design, just different colors.
We're like stuck in that position.
The fun part's gonna
You're
be
like,
getting all the
Your
damn purple
nameplate
blocks.
is in the middle of your body? Excuse me. But you were standing up.
Yes.
Gotta get some more chorus fruit allowance. Get them in her.
Excuse me.
Okay, I've had enough of the frogs.
Your frogs on their own are trying to escape at your house.
Meh.
Oh, that is
no.
not.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Lonnie, where's that?
Oh no.
Lonnie?
Lonnie, where
like-
are you?
Up to my house, there's a tall carved tree. So pretty
Carved.
close to the
Oh,
potato farm.
I found it. Found
Okay.
it. There's a bunch of stuff right here.
All right. I'm on my way from the new build.
Oh, it's this farm. Yeah. It's got a bunch of. I got to pick.
Right by the potato farm.
This is called F.
Should we call the L?
It's called F. EFF.
Oh yeah, my efficiency pick.
His steak is inside the farm. I found the
Beef.
steak.
My name is F.
beef.
I thought it was just F, like the letter F.
Oh, it's
No.
Same.
Yeah.
Pay
I was like,
respects.
what? I was thinking, no, it's not. Oh yeah.
some boots here. Stone.
But damn it!
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff on the tree.
I did not
Yeah,
just break that. Nope.
I hit
Defo did
on
not
the
just
way down
break
the tree.
something.
I was trying to land on the top of that
I
tree.
didn't break something. You broke something. I did
And
not
I
break that.
died.
Okay, we're okay.
I broke it, Laura. You caught me.
No, I heard a. God damn it! I heard something break, and I was hoping to. God damn it! I keep putting the same stair on the wrong friggin' block.
No. Well, so
Can you
what?
rotate the stair with a compass?
No,
No,
it's
and
on the
sometimes it
block
won't
below
matter.
it. It's on the block below where it's supposed to be, so it can't be moved up.
It's frustrating because you can keep doing it repeatedly without wanting to. But did you get the rest of it?
I've been doing that the last like 4
Yeah, I
times
got a
now.
bunch of stuff.
God damn it. I've done that like 5 times now. I've misplaced the big block to the one below it because I can't see. Is this guy because of the weight?
Where are we going?
I don't know. I'm looking for Lonnie.
Honey, where
Making
are you?
almost up to that little farm.
Okay.
Now
See
we're
you.
getting into the wall.
Here. Oh, I have F. And I have some golden boots. And silk. Some coal. And some stone.
I wonder whose base I just found.
Big arrows.
What's it look like, Rowan?
There's a giant flower and a giant cat.
I
cow
think
weed.
that's the ley lines. That's Fetchworm's base.
Hmm.
Mm.
Should be a helmet around somewhere then.
There's
I found-
oh yep,
I
I just got the marker even though it wasn't giving it to me earlier. It is ley lines.
Okay, here's some torches too, Lonnie. I don't know how many of them were yours, but...
I somehow have not seen that even though it's so close to my base somewhat.
Oh! And wait, I have some... Here. I found, fireworks. I used a bunch of them, so I have some...
Okay, thanks.
The helmet is still missing?
Yeah.
Named?
Yeah.
Okay. No cause for panic then.
I just don't like when he gives the cautionary
Well,
Yeah.
I assume it's named. I've been trying to be careful about that. Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff right there.
There.
Right up in the tree.
This tree? Oh, there is! Oh.
Yeah. I'm
Rhythm and Soul?
I'm not that graceful a pilot.
I'm not either. I just ran into it.
Huh. Well, I don't see my helmet yet. That's weird.
Let's see, what did I get? I got diamond hat, rhythm and soul, sight, and my axe. My axe.
Lonnie, are there hoppers underneath this whole farm?
Onto my bow.
No.
I'm sorry, Coco. I stepped on his paw again. Have your hat, Lonnie.
Okay.
How evil of you, Needle.
What?
Thief. No, thank you guys a lot for helping me get my stuff.
Yeah,
Here?
no problem.
Sorry, I'm just looking around seeing if I find anything else.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well,
so I also have your porcelain and some stone bricks. My hat.
yay, hat.
Axe.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, that's probably about it.
Okay.
I think that's all my nice.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
No shovels or anything, right?
Yeah, one shovel, so spoo.
You have a spoon?
Yeah, it's called spoo.
A spoon. Okay.
Leos. Silk and Looty.
So silk.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, good.
Yay!
Uh, Alright. Cool beans. Is there anything else in the tree?
No, nope, got it all.
Awesome.
Because I did all these like things on the inside of it. So I made this design pretty difficult for myself.
As we tend to do.
I need to get my bug zappers working better in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Bug zappers.
I've got a few of them.
No, I don't know what bug zappers are.
And crystals.
And crystals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The horse here. With no name.
Went through the desert on a horse with no name. To be out of the rain. In the desert.
Any idea whose horse this is, Lonnie?
I don't know. I think it's mine.
Oh, okay.
It's either me or Primer, but share things.
It's just the community horse.
Yeah.
Hey, zombie. There's a community zombie up here, too.
Yeah.
Hi there.
We shared that zombie.
He's holding a door.
Oh, how kind of him.
That's really weird.
He works as a doorman during the day, Needle.
But at night.
But at night,
Party animal. Party animal.
no, at night he bashes people over the head with doors.
He's the
He
doorman.
is the doorman.
Has a spicy strider.
Needle.
Fine. It worked. Yes, you need to put up more crystals. Really careful if you're going back through that portal, Evo.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea to just have a crystal portal area.
Ooh.
Did you see my sniffer farm?
I saw it when you were first making it.
Oh yeah. No big deal.
Has it been finished or upgraded or what?
No, it's done. I want to go and see how much stuff it's collected. Oh. I also upgraded my sheep farm just a little bit so I can just put the appropriate shulker boxes in front of these. And it'll just feed the shulker boxes.
Oh yeah,
Then
that's
I can
smart.
go for boxes away, so that's helpful. Well, it's doing all right.
Yeah, not bad. Not like you need a ton of these anyway, unless you're gonna do a flower field of them.
Yeah, then I could just AFK overnight here, I guess. A couple nights.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do that though. It's like one flower field like every 8 years is about
Right.
This one's plenty.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Man, especially with all the redstone that's underneath that field.
Just mesmerized by the light show down there
Yeah,
every time I come.
yeah, I like that.
Look there. A little flex.
The ocelot down there.
Hmm?
Alrighty, guys. We're gonna head off for the night.
Alright, good
I
night.
think I probably will too, actually. Or at least I'm
Have a good
gonna
one.
stop the stream and yeah, have a good night.
Good
Yeah.
night.
I think I'm gonna log out as well, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good night, Lonnie.
Good night.
Lonnie.
I
Turn in
may
your
or may
points.
not be back. Oh
May or
yeah,
may-
good call.
Hmm?
I'll do that when I come back.
Bye bye.
I think they